Most of you always suffer in relationships. At the beginning, his woman will be so in love with him, but few months or years later, everything will turn upside down. She may be a good woman, yes, they still exist. She probably has a genuine intention to serve and submit to only him. She wants to be a good girl for him. However, she cannot remain that woman if, along the line, he becomes weak. Marriage is not a sprint, it's a marathon. A man must maintain his masculine frame from the beginning to the end. Marriage is not Disney Wonderland where Cinderella and Prince Charming lives happily ever after. If he becomes weak on the way, she will have no other choice than to change. Of course, she will tell him what she wants. She will tell him to please her. She will want to break down the mysterious wall built around this wonderful man to have more control over him. She wants control over him, but ends up hating the control after she gets. It's like a child yearning for adulthood, only to despise it when it finally comes. You men invest so much emotions and finances in a relationship that the woman will have no choice than to look elsewhere. Her sweet voice, nice curves and beautiful face compels him to break his frame even further, to the extent of prioritizing her even over himself. When a beautiful woman shows a man so much love, he tends to forget himself. Yes, it's nice to love, but we men have a bad habit of loving without the brain. We love and forget ourselves to foolishness. When we feel an immense amount of love for a woman, our brain tends to shut down. We eventually lose our frame. The same mystery she noticed from the beginning that made her fall in love, that made her smile and look at him with respect and admiration, that made her look forward to being with him every day, will all be gone because he could not maintain his frame. It was just a kiss. Why is this man bombarding me with calls and texts? Does he not have anything doing? Am I the center of his life? That attractive wall that pulled her to him, that sparked sweet emotions in her heart, will all be gone because he lost himself to weakness. His disgusting weakness is all it took. This woman is not like any woman I have ever seen. I will never lose her, no matter what. I love her so much. I will solve all her problems and worship the ground she walks on. He thinks to himself, just as he always does, after just meeting a beautiful woman. Onitis sets in. Women inherently want to punish weakness, so it's only a matter of time before he laments, after all I have done for you, with tears in his eyes and a broken heart. However, none of this was her fault. This woman used to be in love with him, but now the interest vanished. Why won't she lose interest? She wants to love him, but he has prioritized her over himself. She said she wanted to be important, but never said they should compete for the bigger lover. She wants to serve him, but he has decided he will be the one to serve her. She wants to respect and adore him, but he's too weak. How can she respect a clown? He worships the ground she walks on. No self-control, no self-respect, no self-discipline, no boundaries, no dignity, not even honor. He misbehaves just to please her. Pleasing her becomes his life goals. He wants to be equal with her. He shares responsibilities. No consequences. She does whatever she likes. Of course, he's too scared of hurting her feelings, so he lets everything slide. He even prefers love over respect. The more he allows the disrespect slide, the greater it becomes. He listens to her and does whatever she wants, like an obedient puppy, just to make her happy. His own cuckoldry was instigated by his own hands. He has no secret. She tells him, be open with me, be yourself, be emotional. It's okay to cry and express your emotions. And he believed her. He tells her everything like a boy reporting to his mummy. She continues to encourage him, but secretly looks at him with disdain. What a pussy! She starts setting boundaries for him. Boundaries she won't set for other men. He righteously obeys because he wants peace and love. He thinks his obedience will help them bond better and hopefully increase her love for him. She used to despise him secretly, but she can't take it anymore. She starts to despise him openly. She disrespects and cheats on him with hope that he will end the relationship because she doesn't want to be accountable for the end of that relationship. Instead of ending it, he gives her another chance. He continues to talk, advise, and negotiate. He wants to talk her into changing her ways. He thinks she will change if he talks some senses into her. The more he talks, the more the attraction fades. She then forces her move out of the relationship. How could you do this to me? After all I've done for you, he says to her again. She replies, I'm sorry. I can't do this any longer. It's not you. It's me. No, she didn't do anything. He should not blame her because none of this was her fault. She remained a good girl. He was the one that became weak. Staying with him made her anxious, worried about the future, scared of the unknown. She even became dangerous. She started saying and doing things she never thought she could do. This is not who I am. What have this man turned me to? She thinks to herself. She needed him to control her, to put her in her place and stabilize her inner demons. All he did was love foolishly. Should she be the one to teach him how to be a man? She already has so much problems on her plate. Period cramps, childbirth, fear of the unknown, uncertainty, etc. She needs a masculine energy above her, not another child. So she punished him. She punished him and felt no remorse whatsoever. She cannot bring herself to feel sorry for the hurt and pain she has caused him. For some strange reasons, she feels fulfilled. This man was too weak. I had no choice but to punish him. Why is he angry? Why are they judging me? Was it my fault? Weak men bring so much pain and distress to women, yet blame and shame these same women for their shortcomings. The woes of a weak man